Hello, welcome to Stephanie Uncensored, and welcome to Know Me Monday. Know Me Monday is a series of weekly videos that I'm putting out so that you guys can get to know me just a little bit better. And this week's topic is a shout out because it is February and it is Black History Month or African American History Month, whatever you want to call it. I thought it would be just perfect of a topic to do a shout out to women of color on BookTube, and also some shout outs to women of color in the romance as romance authors. So I'll just get to it. I'll let you know who my booktubers are that I'm shouting out, who are women of color, and why I started watching their channels. So first off, we have Book Geek Movie Freak, and that is Aria. And I found her because out of her love of television shows. That's how I connect with her. I love watching her reviews for television shows and things of that nature. Next we have Bookish Realm, who is Ashley. Ashley runs that channel, and she has introduced me to all sorts of different genres and different selections of books that I never thought to even think about getting into. I really enjoy her discussion videos as well. Then we have Didi from Brown Girl Reading, and I found her channel when I started my YouTube channel, and that was because I was also looking for books that I could read to fill my Goodreads challenge for 2016, and she gave a lot of literary book recommendations. Even though she probably didn't mean them as recommendations, that's how they came off to me, and I found some really good books that were able to use last year for my Goodreads channel, or Goodreads challenge. Then we have Denise D. Cooper, Art Books Life. So I found Denise to be completely raw and uncensored and a little bit crazy and just all around open opinion about life, books, art, everything. I found her channel when I first started watching BookTube, and I still enjoy it and watch her creativeness still. Then I have Lady from Freeform Lady, and I found her when I first started watching BookTube and getting into it. She also provided me with quite a few diverse, well, I can't say diverse, Black authors that I had never really heard of, so I want to thank her and shout her out for that one. Then I found Paige over at the Minimalist Booktuber, and I found her during a Diversathon. Yes, and her discussion on a few things about diversity and some of her book hauls and book wrap-ups really allowed for good recommendations, and she's amazing. She's very open about her want to read more diverse books, and I like that about her. Then we have Carol over at the Reading Wallflower, and I found her channel through another shout out. I can't even remember who shouted her out, but once I moved over to her channel and looked at her channel, she reads a lot of the same books that I read, and it's fun to get others' opinions about books that you have actually read. So yeah, I enjoy Carol a lot. And then finally we have Francina, and she is from Francina Simone is the channel, and I found her through Paige over at the minimalist booktuber, because she did a discussion on diversity, and girlfriend just dropped the mic. Bam. Mic drop. On point. All the things that she was saying, and I haven't been able to stop watching her since. I love catching up on some of her videos. I don't think she's putting too many out these days, but the ones that she has up already are super interesting and very, I would say, controversial, but they're well thought out discussions. So I really enjoyed that. So those are the booktubers that I'm shouting out to, and who are also women of color. Love your channels. I will put their channels, or I'll link their channels on my main page as women of color booktubers. Then for some of the authors that I have met in the last few months going to book signings, because it's really funny that you have authors who don't necessarily put their picture out. So you don't know if they're white, if they're black, if they're Asian, if they're Hispanic, or anything like that. Because you really can't go off of names, because most of them don't use their real names. And they could just have some crazy name that doesn't necessarily fit them. So a lot of romance writers write under pen names. Fine, great. And a lot of them don't use their own pictures, but that's okay too. But I've met some now, so I'm really excited to be able to put out there for those people that may be looking for something outside of their normal reads in romance, to look at these books from women of color. So, first off, we have Robin Covington, and she writes romantic. I believe there's some. She writes romance, of course, but I believe some are paranormal, but some are super hot adult books, so erotica. And then we have AC Author and Nicole, and also RC Martin. So I met all four of those ladies at Rebels Hit the Road just this past weekend, and I must say it was a pleasure meeting those ladies. And I've only read a book from Nicole, but I am looking forward to reading from the other three authors as well, because they're all in romance and they all look like something I would enjoy. And yeah, I think you guys should go check them out, because they were super sweet and lovely, and it was great to meet them this weekend. So that is my shout out for women of color on BookTube and authors. Do you know any that I didn't name? Because I'm sure there are plenty out there. Let's get some shout outs going. And you know, BookTube's always talking about, hey, I want to be more diverse. So here's your chance. If you have an author that you want to shout out to, please do leave it in the comments so that I can give them a shout out and check them out as well. And let's lift each other up, people. Let's lift each other up. So thank you for watching, and we will see you guys next week.